$60,000 per XRP has been confirmed by the largest business outlet Forbes. Now this is massive because this breakout is actually imminent, and I'm talking in weeks, as reports did confirm that Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple's own CEO, predicted that XRP would be priced at $200,000 by the end of 2025, but also stated that XRP will overtake Bitcoin as $654 trillion set to flood into the XRP ledger in weeks. And what they're not telling you is that 19 central banks have reportedly already begun purchasing XRP over $9.4 billion worth, with some of those central banks being Brazil, Russia, India, China, and even South Africa. And it's only a matter of time that the real XRP price in the tens of thousands of dollars begins to occur. Now, before we delve deep into this video, including the exact date and the exact price of XRP, let us begin by telling you we have partnered with Upold to give every single person watching today's video up to $100 worth of free money to buy XRP with. Now, there is no conditions and everybody could literally get it. Just like the video, subscribe to the channel with your post notifications, share the video, and most importantly, sign up on Upold using my link in the description and do a transaction. Again, this whole process is absolutely free, takes less than 5 minutes. It is very easy and it's literally free money that you're literally getting. So definitely recommend doing it. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. The current XRP price is $3.30, but this video is about literal confirmation that XRP will be priced at over $116,000, as Ripple's own CEO and the XRP founder states that while Bitcoin will cross $200,000 by the end of 2025, XRP will overtake Bitcoin and reach a market cap of $654 trillion in global capital, flooding the XRP ledger in just weeks. Now, if you take a look at the total market cap of Bitcoin, it's sitting at $2 trillion, and we're talking about $654 trillion entering the XRP ledger. In fact, Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO, has stated this on numerous occasions. In fact, in another report, he highlighted that XRP will be the next Bitcoin. Now, keep this statement in mind because even Forbes predicted $60,000 per XRP in an article titled, "Take a look at this, the new Bitcoin is XRP," and it's headed to $59,472. And this was confirmed by multiple sources. I dug deep into this. We got Binance articles reported. We got a lot of AI systems that were able to capture that article when it first launched, because this article was deleted only like a couple hours after it was posted. So this is some massive news that is being revealed to you guys. Now, after seeing all of this information, I decided to dig deeper and look into exactly what may cause the $60,000 price per XRP, or potentially $120,000 per XRP, that Ripple's own CEO keeps on talking about. And this is where this number comes into play. $654 trillion that Ripple CEO has been talking about. When you look into it deeply, you realize that this is coming from a massive project that just recently unlocked the ability for $196 trillion into the XRP ledger for private real estate, and will unlock for institutions on August 18th, allowing for the XRP ledger to unlock the ability to handle an additional $228 trillion. This means that this massive amount of money can now actually enter the XRP ledger, and this is going to come from institutions officially being allowed to unlock real estate through the XRP Ledger asset program completed by RealFi. Now, following the major success of their private real estate release, which is the 196 trillion unlocking ability for the XRP Ledger, over 3,000 users have onboarded already. So imagine the amount of money that's flowing now into the XRP Ledger. RealFi is now launching the next phase. This platform enables institutions of all sizes to launch real estate tokens directly on the XRP Ledger with minimal fees. But here's the important part. This will unlock the ability for an additional $228 trillion in institutional real estate value, currently managed outside of the blockchain, to flow through the real token and onto the XRP Ledger, marking a transformative step in real estate tokenization. And this is happening on August 18th. So in 10 days, the XRP Ledger is going to absolutely skyrocket. And this is where you do some math. RealFi has announced on numerous occasions that they're trying to unlock the $654.39 trillion real estate market onto the XRP ledger using real token. And there is Brad Garlinghouse literally emphasizing the same exact number. Why is this? Well, because once this occurs, the breakout will unfold. XRP's price will hit tens of thousands of dollars. So imagine when we talk about real token, which is actually getting that money pumped into it. Real token has a total supply of, currently for phase one, I think they said 100 million. They've already burned about 50 million. So there's only 50 million tokens left. That is nothing. And that means that with only 1% of the 650 trillion, the price will reach hundreds of thousands of dollars. So really, we're not talking about, something crazy here. Let's say 0.01%. You know how small that number is? If that just enters the XRP ledger via real token, then we are talking about tens of thousands of dollars instantaneously, snap of a finger, overnight, will actually occur. And if you know the real token price currently sitting, take a look at this, 3.5 cents. So it's about 3.5 cents. It is so cheap. The time to get in is now. The time to capitalize. You know when they say buy low, sell high? This is what they are talking about. The money will flow and generational wealth will be created, guys. This is the time. Now again, I'm not financial wise, it's not financial wise. It was your own research. And I want to constantly emphasize this, but what I will tell you is this is a huge deal right here. Money will shift onto the XRP ledger, and it's backed by a massive institution known as RealFi. Take a look at this. This is RealFi, the real estate and payment solution unified by blockchain. And these guys are running the whole show, and they're using real token as their native token. They've officially launched the realchain.com, where now you're able to take a look at this. This is their platform. You're able to buy directly through them. You're able to launch a real estate token. And the best part about it is you can actually buy real estate using real token and XRP almost anywhere in the world. So in the process, you guys can see here, say we want to look at real token. So you can buy these properties using real token and earn in the process real token. So let's say I decide I want to buy this house right here for 400,000. All I have to do is actually view the listing, send them an email, and then they're going to work the process through, and they're going to connect you to the brokerage. And once you've done the transactions, so let's say you bought this house, you will get up to 25,000 real tokens. So that's literally free money. They're giving away literal free money. Let's say you pay your real estate and you decide now you want to pay your landlord using real token. Well, they will work with your landlord and again issue you free real tokens as like an incentive. It's literally free money, and these guys are massive because what they're doing is they're actually working with these developers, these massive real estate companies, which again is huge, but we're seeing that money unlock on the XRP ledger. Soon enough, you're going to see trillions of dollars flowing in August. Again, August 18th is a critical day as they line up institutional partnerships to actually integrate this solution within. So, I mean, I definitely recommend you look into this, the realchain.com. And again, the links will be in the description. If you want to buy, you can actually buy directly using their website. So click on Real, shows the price, all the detail, buy, you pay, or you can also buy with card here. You can see all of the cool stuff. You can also go to PayRealFi and again, learn so much more, payrealfi.com. Learn into their framework, and of course, they will allow you to actually see all the exchanges that they are actually listed on. So you guys can see a bunch of XRP ledger decentralized exchanges, which is a very big deal. But it's definitely something bullish and that I recommend you keep a very close eye on. Even me, guys, I'm paying very close attention to this. I've seen analysts on Twitter literally saying the real token will, by August 18th, hit highs. I mean, highs of, we're talking $500-$600 from 3 cents. We're talking about for every 1,000 invested, you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars. If it does even take 1% of the $650 trillion market, then imagine you will make for every 1,000, $6.4 million. This is the scale, or every maybe 10,000, $6.4 million. This is the scale that we're talking about. This is the potential. This is the money that people are, making money off of crypto. Well, it's because they're buying into projects like this early, utility-based payment solutions, real estate, real world assets, projects. And obviously, if you're able to get in early before many people don't know about it, and then get onto these exchanges, centralized exchanges, people start to see it, well, the price will max out. We're talking about, again, reaching thousands of dollars here. I mean, look at this chart. This is a perfect breakout pattern. It's up 21%. If you guys can look here, 100% KYC score. I mean, this is very bullish. 100% BNX score. low risk for total wallets. Guys, there is nothing else to look into. I mean, this is something you need to do your research on. And again, almost $2,600. But it just shows you these guys are expanding so fast. People are realizing, yesterday we talked about them, or not, but 3 days ago we talked about them, and they were selling about $2,200. They've grown $300 in a matter of mere days. And again, this is because people see it. And as people see it and realize this is huge, this is the next Ripple, this is the next XRP, well, obviously they're jumping on board. So the earlier you get in, the better. But again, as always, I'm not a financial advisor, it's not financial advice, and you should always definitely do your own research. And again, as we talk about them, you got to realize that Ripple is venturing into multi-trillion-dollar industries in real estate, in the tokenization, in payments. And this is all going to be great because real tokens on the XRP ledger, and real tokens is going to be capturing some of that trillions of dollars. Like, for example, Ripple's head of payments says 300 trillion is projected to move through cross-border flows if XRP were to facilitate the entire volume. But RealFi is also enabling 654 trillion global real estate assets on the XRP ledger using real token. Huge. Why? Well, because the price is 2 cents and it could skyrocket to 64,500. This is the scale that we are literally talking about. So guys, with that said, I'm going to end the video here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video. I'll see you guys next time, and peace.